Imagine walking through your hometown, not just seeing old buildings, but hearing the voices behind them. The laughter in the plaza, the wisdom of your lolos and lolas, the stories behind each street's names. These are the heart of local and oral history. Good day, everyone, and have a blessed day. We are the Group 3, and today we'll be discussing local and oral history. We will take you through the important theories and concepts that shapes these fields and explore how we can better understand the past by looking at it through local and personal stories. Our discussion will cover the theories and concept of local and oral history, how to conduct interviews to gather stories and insights, the importance of educational tours to local historical and heritage sites, and also learning resources such as local museum, visits and documented vlogs or magazine films. But before we will dive all of that, I'd like to share a short story with you. This story, I recently read a book that highlights an experience with a local history. It is a story that perfectly captures why we need the value of our local past. Let me begin with by sharing it with you. This ito ang mga katagang ito. Sorry po, sorry po, sorry po. A history professor once visited Lokban, Quezon. While visiting around the old church compound, he saw five students, and he decided to test their knowledge. He asked them, "What is the name of the church?" The students looked confused, crunched awkwardly. They answered, "Sorry po, we don't know." The professor was disappointed. He said, "Your school is inside the campus. The your school, your s- your school is the campus of this church. Yet you don't know its name. That's sad." And and again, the student just replied, "Sorry po, sorry po, sorry po." This simple scene or ang pangyayaring ito reflects a real problem. Many of us don't know our local history. We often taught only national history, usually focused in Manila or major events in Luzon. But as Churchill once said, the study of local history provides the foundations and substance of the national history. This is exactly why we're here today, to understand and what local history is and why it plays a key role in understanding who we are as a Filipino. Once again, good day everyone. I am Melody Kanitagakanaw, and today I will be discussing about the local history, specifically focusing its theories and concept. So now, what is local history? Well, a local history is a study of the past experience by a specific community. It could be a town, a city, or province, or even a small group. And it includes their events, traditions, heroes, institutions, struggles, and achievements. But why does it matter? Well, it matters because local history provides an alternative perspective to the nation history. It highlights history from below, stories of ordinary people, and also strengthens community identity and pride. It remains as history is not it's not just about it reminds us class that history is not just about a big names, a big place, but also about the voices of the people around us, our elders, our families, and our hometowns. Now, let's proceed now to the theories and concept of local history. About this, we will talk about the key ideas that shapes how we study local history. So as what I am saying earlier, that history from below. It focuses on the experiences of ordinary people, not just a presidents or national heroes. It gives attention to farmers, workers, women, and other often ignored in history books. And also alternative narratives brings forward the stories that are often excluded from the mainstream history, such as stories from indigenous people, women, and local leaders. And this shows that there is not just about the one version of history, but many voices and angle was there. And and aside from that, it was a micro history. It is means that a detailed study of a small scale events or groups such as a barangay, a family, or a local events. Through this, it's even it's small. These stories provide rich insights into a larger historical patterns. And lastly, I know there are last next is a local memory and identity. So history helps build a community identity. Always remember that through stories, landmarks, traditions, and shared memories. Knowing your own town, history builds a stronger sense of belonging. And lastly, the link between local and national history. Local history is not just a separation from national history. Also remember that. But local events often have a national-wide effects, and it's a vice versa. So, why should we need to study local history? Studying history through a local lens, when studying local history, we must remember to be professional and honest with our research, even if the data is limited. Also remember that. And next is to be fair and open-minded even if the story challenge our beliefs or kasalungat ito sa ating mga paniniwala. Next is that history is multifaceted. It includes places, people, different sides of every stories. Always remember that. So again, uh, again, local history is a study of the past experienced by a specific community. According to Church, Churchill, studying local history helps us better understand not just our hometown but our country as a whole. It empowers us to preserve our own identity, celebrate our own roots, and value the stories that shapes our community, our locality. When we document and appreciation our local history, we help to protect the nation's memory, one story at a time. That's all, everyone, for my discussion about local history. Next, we will dive into oral history, which will be discussed by Nicole Racaza. Once again, I am Magkantagakan now. Thank you for listening, everyone.